Alright, what's going on everyone? So today in this video, my voice, I don't know why it sounded like super weird right now. I just got back from practice and all that, so I'm tired. But basically today in this video, 3 days in a row of uploading, hopefully this video is out on the right day. And we are going to be discussing the most typed items for Supreme Week 7 if I'm correct. I think it's week 7 or 8. I've been having trouble keeping up with the weeks, but I believe it is week 7. Yeah, it's week 7. I don't know why I was tripping there, but I hope you guys will enjoy this video. And if you're new, don't forget, enter that giveaway down below. It's only a few hours left of it. Like by the time I wake up in the morning tomorrow, it'll be done. So I'm gonna get this video out so you guys can enter that giveaway if you haven't already. Most of you already have, and you know that giveaway is gonna be announced then a couple days after, or like the day after we'll decide the winners. And you guys are gonna be hopefully excited about that. I'm excited about it, so just I hope you guys will enjoy this video. We're gonna get straight into it. Subscribe if you're new, drop a like, and yeah. Let's get started. I'm not gonna lie though, this week is sort of mediocre. I mean, there's a very few good items in my opinion. Like there's, maybe for some people's taste, there's a lot of good items, but for me, I feel like this week is just sort of halfway. It's not good. It's like 3 or 4 out of 10. And I know some of y'all may disagree because you may have an item you really like and that makes the week better. But for me, I feel like there's like only like 2 or 3 good items. And personally, for me, when there's only 2 or 3 good items and the collab sucks, it's not good. And if the collab's not even one of the more hyped items, then it's bad. So going over the most hyped item, which is probably one of the best items of the week, and if not, majority would actually prefer this item and hopefully cop it. It's gonna sell out quick. This is a Supreme Cat in the Hat hooded sweatshirt. So a lot of people are like, hey, you know, this brings back childhood memories. Obviously, a lot of people are telling me last time I said that, they're like, well, yo, you're still a kid, so it's not really childhood memories. And you are right when you say that, but it does throw, you know, it gives me a bit of a throwback to when I, you know, was vibing with like Cat in the Hat and watching that show when I was younger. I'm not saying it's like the childhood memories. I'm still a kid. I still am having those kinds of memories. I'm literally only like 16. Some of y'all are probably like in your 20s, almost 30s. Like that's when you can say that. But getting over the technical stuff, this hoodie's gonna be retailing at $158. It's a very hyped item. It's gonna sell for a lot of money. Like once you get it, it's like the most hyped colors are probably that blue one and that black colorway. And honestly, there's gonna be selling, and probably the gray one too. Those are probably the most hyped colors, like the 3 most hyped. They're gonna be selling for like 300, I'd say easily. Like 270, 300 is like an easy estimation of this. They're gonna be selling for a lot of money, so you can make a ton on this. So first item, most hyped out one, is the Cat in the Hat hoodie. Next up though, I'm not gonna lie, I think this one, I personally think this one's sort of whack, because just it doesn't, I don't vibe with it, but you know, actually a lot of people like it. It is the Champion hooded satin varsity jacket. Now looking at this, it basically just has the Supreme and Arc logo right there, and that is it's a patch on there right there, and then also we have, I believe, 7 Champion logos patched on the back. And now with me, I'm not like the biggest fan of repeat like designs that are like this. Honestly, when you just spam the same logo over and over, and it, you know, just like, oh well, where's like the design? That's where I don't necessarily like it. And you know, I'm not, for me, it's a drop in this item, but it's going to be very expensive. Obviously, when it comes, especially like a satin varsity jacket, this item's going to be retailing for easily 300 plus in my opinion. So this item's probably going to sell for a decent amount too, especially if it's a Supreme Champion collab. So you're going to see this item going for a high amount, I would think personally. For me though, it's not a drop, but it is a hyped varsity jacket. So y'all may want to look out for this one if you're going to go for some resell. And honestly, there's a few more items I think are to resell I'm about to discuss, or like 1 or 2 more items I'll discuss, but it's not bad. But for me, it's next up though, this item is hyped, and I see why. It is an accessory. It's Supreme chain license plate. Now looking at this, it's just a frame for like a license plate. It's not actual like license plate. Obviously you can't use that. You need an official license plate, but this is just a sort of holder for it, or the case, a plate frame, whatever you want to call it. And looking at it, we have a gold and silver colorway, and on it, it does have a box logo right there, but obviously that will be covered up by your license plate, and the only part that anyone will be able to see is the sort of like chain design that goes around it. And obviously you can go with the gold or silver one, and people are obviously going to be selling this. I feel like a lot of people may use it for their actual license plate frame, and that's a good thing. I feel like majority of the people that are going to get this is probably younger people like me who do not own a car yet. I am 16, but I'm getting one soon. I promise that. You know, I may do a video on it and all that, but this right here, you know, cool item we got. For me, I don't know. I mean, I could add it to actually like use it in the future, so I may buy it just to use it later. I feel like that'd be cool. But to be real, I don't think the license plate holder really matters. I don't think I need a super fancy one like that because it probably would just look annoying. But going over it, a lot of people are going to be using this accessory. It will be, I think, a bit expensive, but it won't be that expensive. I don't know how much. I've never really researched the cost of license plate frames, so for me, I don't think it's gonna be too expensive. Hopefully not. But you know, if it is, people probably still need to go for it. So this next item, I personally, it's a no for me, but it is a cool item, and it may resell bit or it may go for right around retail. I can't necessarily like predict it 100% on this one. It's a Supreme world famous crew neck. So on it, it says Supreme right there, but then over it says Supreme, I think it says Supreme, or it's like, so it says Supreme and it says established 1994, and then it says world famous. So obviously it's called the world famous crew neck, and looking at that, you obviously can tell why it says it. I feel like it's a cool design. I actually like it, and you know, I feel like Supreme did a pretty nice job of designing pieces, I would say, this week on some of them. But being real, I just feel like maybe the colors are what make them whack. Like the colors are just, no, they're bad. I think the selection could have been a bit better. Maybe if the colors were different, this week could have been a lot more hype. That's personally what I'm thinking. Like colorways can make that much of a difference, but on a lot of the items, the colorways aren't half bad. But they, I mean, again, if they changed up some of them, I feel like this week could be a lot more hype. And like on the world famous crew neck, I just feel like the colors are just sort of plain. I mean, I know like people are like, oh well, there's so many of them, not all of them are plain, and that is true. But for me, this drop, it's gonna be like $128 on retail. So if you want to cop this one instead of like a jacket or a hoodie, you can go for this. But finally, we do have the big letter sweater. You wonder why it's called the big letter sweater? It's because there's big letters and they spell out Supreme. That's literally it. It just spells out Supreme in big letters. My favorite colorway is probably that black and sort of gray and white one. I'm not really messing with the one with all the colors on it. Again, I feel like if they had other colorways on it, or other just color choices instead of all the red and yellow, I feel like it could have been a bit better. I know they do use almost all the colors. I could change it up with, but I'm just saying maybe if they use less colors, that also would have been better, or maybe style them a bit differently on it. But the black and gray one and white one's sort of cool, I'm not gonna lie. But this is a sweater, so it'll probably be like, I think like 138, 148 around there would make sense. Like 128 to 148 is my range. Resell, I don't predict that it will. I'm just gonna be fair there. I don't see this item reselling too heavy, if at all. So for me, it's a drop, not a cop at all. But again, just colorways could have been a bit better this week. I think if the colors had been a bit better, then resale could have also raised a bit. I mean, I don't know what resale is yet. I can't say that, but could have done a bit better. But yeah, that is it for everything we discussed there. All those are the most hyped items. The ones that I've said would resell the best would obviously be the first three I discussed. The top three items usually resell the best, and 4 and 5 typically are decline in resale, and they may brick actually. As a matter of fact, if you get a mediocre week like this, Usyk I personally give like a 4 out of 10, which isn't the best. Just because there's only like 3 or 4 good items out of a sort of large drop list. So for me, nah. And the collab's also weak. But being real, I just hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you're new, do not forget, enter the giveaway down below for ends tonight. Subscribe below, drop a like, and I appreciate that all. I love you all for all the support you always show, always watch my videos. And yeah, I appreciate it. We're gonna keep uploading daily. Maybe I may even upload tomorrow. I can't guarantee anything because I may want to rest. But obviously, we're gonna get this video out today, and we're gonna make sure you all enjoy it. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate all of you. And yeah, peace out.